We all want our lives to mean something. We want to be surrounded by what is dear to us. We want to finish our course having made a difference. And these desires are right. But the way to achieve these goals is rarely practiced. Psalm 39 models the vital pursuit of self-knowledge. David describes an experiment in which he kept from talking, especially in the company of unbelievers, in order to muse on life, as he says in verse 3. Instead of rushing to speak, he would guard his mouth with a muzzle, verse 1. Meditation didn't give David all the answers he was looking for. It actually raised new questions about his mortality, but it helped him contemplate the truly meaningful life. David asked God to help him discover just how much he needed the Lord. He truly humbled himself in the hope that God would exalt him, as James 4:10 says. David's humility differs from conventional wisdom. Success makes us feel powerful, even invincible. Our heaped up wealth gives us options. We don't really need God, we think. But our self-sufficiency is a mirage. Wise people ask God for a realistic self-knowledge. In truth, sin has made us fragile. Our sinfulness makes our lives feel fleeting, insignificant. Compared to eternity, a life can be measured by a few handbreadths, the width of a man's hand. Our lives are like breath, like shadows, startling pictures of nothingness. We're sojourners, travelers, at best, leasing a small plot of the earth we walk. We lose much of what we value. And what becomes of our labors? Verse 6 says, man heaps up wealth and does not know who will gather. Given our frailty, then, how can we lead meaningful lives? Here's David's conclusion in verse 7. And now, O Lord, for what do I wait? My hope is in you. Life is fragile. And David believed that though sickness and enemy hostility were constant threats, he was his own worst enemy. He suffered under God's hand for his own sins. He needed deliverance from his transgressions. So he confessed his sins and asked God to look away from him in judgment. Verse 13. Sin is the greatest jeopardy to a lasting legacy. The wicked give little thought to their sin. They fail to muse on what matters. Those who would enjoy God's smile confess their sins, cast themselves on God's mercy, and receive from him eternal life. This is Psalm 39. To the choir master, to Jeduthun, a psalm of David, I said, I will guard my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. I will guard my mouth with a muzzle so long as the wicked are in my presence. I was mute and silent. I held my peace to no avail, and my distress grew worse. My heart became hot within me. As I mused, the fire burned. When I spoke, then I spoke with my tongue. O Lord, make me know my end, and what is the measure of my days? Let me know how fleeting I am. Behold, you have made my days a few handbreadths, and my lifetime is as nothing before you. Surely all mankind stands as a mere breath, Selah. Surely a man goes about as a shadow. Surely for nothing they are in turmoil. Man heaps up wealth and does not know who will gather. And now, O Lord, for what do I wait? My hope is in you. Deliver me from all my transgressions. Do not make me the scorn of the fool. I am mute. I do not open my mouth, for it is you who have done it. Remove your stroke from me. I am spent by the hostility of your hand. When you discipline a man with rebukes for sin, you consume like a moth what is dear to him. Surely all mankind is a mere breath. Selah. Hear my prayer, O Lord, and give ear to my cry. Hold not your peace at my tears, for I am like a sojourner with you, a guest like all my fathers. Look away from me, that I may smile again before I depart and am no more.